So now kids, the next method which we can use to find the HCF is by division method. Nowadays this method is not considered much, but we will still learn that how we can do this. Okay, and the method which we have done just now, it was to find the HCF using the prime factorization method. That is done now. So let's consider this new method, that is to find HCF by division method. So kids, I am giving you one example here, and let me consider the same example. 161 and 345. Now, if we have to find the HCF of these two numbers using the division method, what we have to do is we have to divide these two numbers. So, what we will do here is we will take 345 and here this as a dividend and 161 as the divisor, which is the smaller number. We know this, that we always take the smaller number as a divisor, and then what we will do, we will divide it. This is the general division what we do here. So 161 multiplied by 161 will give us the same number. Now let us try to do as a rough work. Let us try to multiply this by 2. You will get 2, 12 and 3 here. That is 322, which is lesser than 345. So I can write it directly here. And I will write 2 here also. So now what we will do, we will subtract. This is nothing but the general division which we have learned. 5 minus 2 will give us 3 here, and 4 minus 2 will give us 2. So kids, this 23 is a remainder. This is the step 1, what we have done till now. What we have done, we are given with two numbers and we have divided these two numbers. We have taken the smaller number as the divisor and the bigger number as the dividend, and then we have divided these two numbers. The remainder which we are getting here is 23. This is the step 1. Now what is the step 2? The step 2 is we will take this 23 as this remainder 23 as the new dividend, and now what we will do is we will take this 161 which was the divisor earlier and we will divide it. Okay, so we will divide this 161 with 23 and we will continue to do this till we get 0 as the final remainder. Okay, so let us try to do this. 23 multiply, so let us try to multiply this with 7, because in that case there is a probability we will get this number, right? 23 multiplied by 7, and why the probability is there? Because 7 multiplied by 3 will give us 21. So this is 21, which is 1 here, and 7 into 2 is 14 plus 2 is 161. So this is the exact number which we have got. So this is 23 multiplied by 7 will give us 161, and we are getting 0 as a remainder here. So what we have to do here, kids, we have to keep on repeating this method, this division method, unless we will get 0 as a remainder. Okay, so now in this case we have got 0 in the remainder. So the number using which we have got this 0 as the remainder, I mean the divisor by which we have got this 0 as the remainder, is our final HCF. So HCF is 23 here. Okay, now consider a scenario. Let's say, I'm just giving an example. Let's say instead of 161, or let's say instead of 161, I have 169 here. Okay, just an example. Okay, so if I have 161 here, in that case my remainder would be 8 here. So what we'll have to do, we have to take the another step then. In that case, what we will do next is we will divide this 23. We will divide this 23 with 8, and we will keep on doing the same thing unless we will get 0 as a remainder. Okay, but that is not the case here. We have got the exact number. We have got the exact number here, and that's why our HCF is 23. Okay, the HCF is 23 here. So again, I'm repeating what we have to do for the division method. If we are given with two numbers, we have to divide them, and we have to, and if we get 0 as the remainder, that means the divisor which we were using, that is the HCF. Okay, but in case we are not getting the remainder as 0, we are getting some number, some non-zero number here, then we will take that remainder as the next divisor and the old divisor as the new dividend, and then we will keep on repeating this process unless we will get the 0 as the remainder. Okay, and the number using which, the divisor using which we will get 0 as the remainder, that will be our HCF. Okay, so in this case HCF is 23. Now let us go through the another example which is given here. See kids, we are given this example, we have to find the HCF of 513 and 783. So 783 is a bigger number. We are taking this as the dividend and 513 as the divisor. What we have done now, we have divided and it is giving us a non-zero number. The remainder is 270. So we will do step 2 here. I'm writing this is step 2. What we will do, we will take this remainder as the new divisor and this one, our old divisor, as the new dividend. Okay, and then we will again divide them. Now when we are again dividing them, we are getting 243 as the next remainder, which is again not 0. So what we will do next, we will take 243 as the next divisor and we will divide 270 by this, and again we are getting a non-zero number which is 27. So I'm writing step 4 here. Why I'm writing these steps, kids? This will help you to understand that this is step 1 and now in the step 2 we are taking the remainder as the new divisor and the old divisor as the dividend. Right? Now coming back to step 4, what we have is 27 as the remainder from here and we are dividing this 243, the old divisor, with this number. And finally, we are getting the answer as 0. We are getting the remainder as 0. So again, the number, the dividend using which we are getting 0 will be our final HCF. So 27 is our HCF here. Okay. Now, we may have a scenario where we have to find out the HCF of more than 2 numbers using the old division method. We have find out the HCF of more than 2 number using the prime factorization. Now what we have to do is we have to do the same thing using with the division method. So example here is 136. I'm writing this 136, 136, 170 and 255. So what we can do here, kids, we can take any 2 numbers first. What they have done, they have taken 136 and 170 and they have divided. So on the first division, we have got a remainder 34. That means we have to again do step 2. There will be a step 2. So we will divide this 136 with 34, and which is a exact division. We are getting 0 here. And we have got 0 using which dividend? Using 34. So that means for the number 136 and 170, the HCF is 34. Okay. So now what we have this HCF and we have the third number also, which we have not used till now. That is 136. Now what we'll do, we will repeat the same process here. Sorry, the number which is left is 255. Yeah, it is 255. So what we have to do now, we have to consider these 2 numbers and we have to do the same process. That is, we will divide this number 255 with 34. Okay, so when we are doing it, we are getting a remainder 17 and again we have to divide this 17 with the old dividend, that is 34. So on doing this, we have got the 0 as a remainder here. So since the remainder is 0 and that has been done using this dividend 17, so that means the HCF is 17 here. So now this HCF is the HCF of all the 3 numbers given to us. Okay, again let me tell you what we have done here. We were provided with 3 numbers and we have to use the division method to find the HCF. So we have taken the first 2 numbers and we have find out its HCF using the division method which we just learned. Okay, so in this question the HCF was 34. Now what we will do is we will use this HCF along with the number which was left, that is 255, and again we will find their HCF. So now the HCF which we have find out here is 17, and this is the HCF of all the three numbers. Okay, so this is done. Next what we have is find the greatest number which divide 285 and 1249, leaving remainders 9 and 7 respectively. Okay, so what we have to do here is kids, answer 7. First of all, we have to find the greatest number which divides these two numbers, 285 and 1249, leaving the remainders 9 here and leaving the remainder 7 here. That means the two numbers will be the subtraction of this. That is 285 minus 9 will be the one number, and 1249 minus 7 will be the another number, because they are leaving the remainders 9 and 7, but we don't want the remainders. We need a complete division. That means we have to subtract these remainders to get the exact number. So in this case, 285 minus 9, it will give us 276, and the next number is 1249 minus 7, which will give us 1242. These are the two numbers. And then what we have to do is we have to find the greatest number. That means we have to find the HCF. So what we will do, we will take this number 276 and divide using the division method 1242. Okay, so for 1242, if I will try to do this with 6, because we have 1242 here, it will exceed 12. Why? Because we have 7 here. So let me try this with 3. It will give us 3. Sorry. Wait. 276 with 3. It will give me 3, 6, 18, 3, 7, 21, 22, 3 to the 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 to 8 here. Okay. And now let me try with 4 also. 4, 6, 24, 30, 11, 1104. This is near to this. So this will give me 1104 here. If I will subtract 12 minus 4 will give me 8, and 3 here, 38. Now this 38 is a non-zero number. So we will go to step 2 and we will divide 276, this number, the old dividend, with 38. Sorry, this is 138. This is 138, and when we will do this, 138 multiply with 2 will give me the exact number, and we will get 0 as a remainder here. So our HCF is 138 number. The greatest number which we were looking for is 138 here. So kids, I hope you understood this method also. Let me again tell you how we have done this particular question. This is important. So we have to find the greatest number which divides 285, the given number, and 1249, leaving the remainder 9 and 7. So to find the numbers first, what we have done, we have subtracted these two numbers, and then only we will get those numbers. Okay, because we want the remainder as 0 here. So these are the two numbers. After getting these two numbers, we have done the HCF using the division method. Okay, and we have find out that number is 138, which is the HCF. Now let us go to the next question here. Reduce 289 by 391 to the lowest term. What we have to do, we have to reduce it to the lowest term. So what does that mean, kids? That means we have to divide it using the same number. This is what we have done in fractions in grade 5 also, that if we have to reduce it to the lowest term, what we have to do is we have to divide it with the common number. Okay, and now what we have to do is we have to identify that common number. Since we have to reduce it to the lowest term, that means the common factor, the common number should be highest, because if it is highest, then only we will get the lowest term here. So what we have to do it here in simple language, we have to find out their HCF. So the same we have done here. We are given 289 and 391, 391 being the bigger number. we have kept it inside. This is our dividend and 289 is our divisor. And again, using this division method, in the 4 steps, we have find out the divisor, we have find out the remainder as 0 and the HCF, that is the common number, as 17. So that means 17 is the number using which we have to divide both the term to get the lowest terms. So now they have done the same thing and we have got the lowest term as 17 by 23. Okay, so I hope that you have understood here that how we have done this question. Again, I'm telling you that what we have to do is we have to reduce it to the lowest term. Okay, lowest term means we have to divide the these two numbers with the same number and it should be the highest number, because if we are dividing these two with their highest common factor, then only we will get the lowest term. So using these two, we have find their lowest common factor, which is 17. And now we have the lowest common factor. So we are going to divide it using the, we are having the highest common factor. So we are going to divide it both with the same number, that is 17, so that we get the lowest term here. So the lowest term is 17 by 23. Okay. Now, the next question is again same, kids. We are given 3 dimensions of a room and we have to find the longest tape which can measure the 3 dimension of the room directly. Okay. So the question is the length, breadth and height of a room are 1050, 750 and 425 centimeters. And we have to find the length of the longest tape which can measure the 3 dimensions of the room exactly. That is, using the same tape. Using the same tape, we have to find the measurement. We have to find the length of the tape which measured the 3 dimensions of the room exactly. That is, we have to find their common factor. And how we have to do it? Again, we will use the same thing. We will take the first 2 numbers. We will find their HCF. And then using that HCF, again, we have to find the HCF of 425, the number which was remaining, and the HCF which we have just got. This final HCF which we have got will be the answer of the question. And the same thing has been done here. Okay. So kids, now we have learned both the method, that is the prime factorization method to find the HCF, and the long division method also. And what we have next is the exercise 2D from R.S. Aggarwal, and I will pick the questions in the next class. So I will see you all in the next class now.